If you ever plan to make YouTube videos with softbox lighting, bring a drink, because these things are like radiators. Hello everybody, and what is going on? So today I thought it would be a good idea to do the June favorites video. Now before I start the favorites video, I just want to do a little shameless social media plug. If you want to know what I get up to in between the videos that I upload once a week, then you can by following me on my various social media accounts. You can follow me on Twitter at sicck. I talk a lot of nonsense. You can follow me on Snapchat at sicck. I talk a lot of nonsense. Or on Instagram at sicck. I like to upload pretty pictures. And if you want to speak to me directly, then you can by any of those means. I do also answer comments in the comment section of my YouTube videos, so there is also good as well. Okay, now that we've got that plug out the way, we can get on with the video. So the first thing I want to show you in my favorites video begins with a little story. So a couple of months ago, I was talking amongst my friends about getting into a new hobby, and that hobby was skateboarding. Now luckily, one of my friends used to skateboard back in the day, and he had a board that he was literally going to throw out the next day before I said something, so he gave me his board to practice on. Now, I was using this board for a while, my friend was using it as well to get back into skateboarding, then more people from my friends group took an interest in it as well. So it's become a little bit of a thing at the moment, but the problem is we don't have enough skateboards between us. So on the weekend, me and my friend James went to Slam City Skates, the outlet store in Enfield, not the one in Covent Garden, although I have been to that and that is a pretty good store as well. We went to the outlet store and we was looking for boards for ages, and I finally settled on a setup that I think is perfect for me. Do you want to see it? Here it is. So this is the skateboard that I got from Slam City Skates, and they assembled it for me because they're very nice people, very helpful as well actually. I decided to go for this qusai in an 8. I'm not too sure how they size these things. I believe it's in width and in inches. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section down below. Now I was actually in the shop for a good 45 minutes before I chose this board. I must say I am really happy with it. Let me just give you a closer look at the actual board itself. Nice portrait of a woman's face blowing a rose, and then you've got a nice little hit at the bottom there, just a nice cue for qusai. Now the guy showed me the board before it was assembled and everything, and the packaging was really nice as well. qusai really knows how to make a presentation. It was all wrapped up and it had petals in the packaging, you know, to like go in theme with the rose that they got there, which I thought was a really nice touch. You just don't see that kind of presentation these days anymore. So I thought, yeah, nice. I also got red bearings and some orb wheels. Let me give you a close-up of the wheels. Now, I don't really know much performance-wise about wheels. I just thought these looked good. And I also did a little bit of homework on skateboards and, you know, how to build a good skateboard, what's good and what's not good and stuff like that. So based on my research, I decided to get some independent trucks. Let me just give you a closer look of the trucks. If it decides to focus. Oh look, I think they're focused. Awesome. So there you go, those are the trucks. And I got some funky grip tape with a design on there just so I can tell the difference between the tail and the nose of the board. So there you have it. That is my skateboard that I got from Slam City Skates, the outlet store in Enfield. If you're looking for a new skateboard, then Slam City Skates is the place to go. The guys were really friendly, really helpful, gave me some advice and put it together for me. So I am personally really happy with this board and I cannot wait to skate in it. This probably goes without saying, you're probably gonna see like a vlog or a couple of Snapchat videos of me attempting to do skateboarding in the future. And if you're sitting there thinking to yourself, yeah, the skateboard's all well and good, but what kind of shoes are you wearing when you skateboard? And I'm glad you asked. At the moment, I'm skateboarding in my all-time favorite shoes, the Vans. I would say that my Vans have been transitioned from casual wear shoes to just skateboarding shoes now. Now, these Vans have seen it all. I don't think you can actually tell in the video, but I've absolutely beaten these shoes. I've said in like 5 or 6 videos I do everything in these shoes. I go to work with these shoes, I go to the gym with these shoes, and now I skate in these shoes. So let me just give you a close-up of the skateboarding shoes that I wear. I wear these Vans, have a slight hole on the side there where I've been trying to ollie. I don't know if you can tell, but they're all discolored. There's like different shades of black. Some bits are faded, some bits are just worn, but I do actually admit these shoes have fared pretty well in the face of skateboarding. And if I can't find my Vans when I'm going out skateboarding, then I just use my Puma suedes. You can tell where I've been skateboarding because like all the stitching here is frayed, laces are frayed, and they are slyly falling apart. So those are the shoes that I skateboard in. Let me know in the comment section down below what shoes you skateboard in, if there's a better alternative. I'd very much like to know. And the next thing on my favourites list is somewhat skateboard related, but it's an all-rounder. It is this bandana. What's so special about this bandana, you may ask? Is it an innovation in style? In some ways, yes. But the only reason I'm featuring this bandana is because I use it to collect sweat. Now that may sound disgusting, and it is, but let me explain myself. When I'm out skateboarding, obviously you work up a sweat, you're doing all sorts of movements, you're doing this, that, and you know, flipping, ollieing, you are going to work up a little bit of a sweat. Now unfortunately for me, I have a moped, so sweat is going to drip down my face pretty fast. So what the bandana is for is to just, you know, stop it in its tracks so I don't get water in my eyes when I'm trying to do some stuff on the skateboard. Now let me just put it on because I'm actually getting pretty hot with these soft boxes. So this is how I wear my bandana when I'm skating. It doesn't actually look that bad because it complements the big long hair pretty well as well. But yeah, I primarily use this bandana as sort of a shield from the sweat so I can just get on with it. If you want to see a closer look at the bandana, I'll move up. So this is a sort of close-up of the bandana. I might stop wearing this normally with normal outfits. The bandana, I'm also going to keep it on because I'm really hot. Now that I've retired my Vans from my daily wearing shoe to my skateboarding shoe, I have to find a new shoe to wear every single day. I do have a vast collection of shoes, but I need a shoe I can wear with pretty much any outfit. And what shoe could that be, you may ask? Well, I'll tell ya, it's these Diadora N9000, the Made in Italy pack. I did feature this in a little vlog, but I thought I'd feature it in my June favourites video considering I've been wearing these every single day. They're my new dailies. Saying that, for a beta, I do take care of these shoes really well. I treat them with liquid proof because I just want them to stay as clean as possible. You know, I'm still in a honeymoon period with these shoes. Now let me just give you a closer look of the shoe. The side, the fronts, the backs, the sole. Oh, there's dust everywhere. The insoles, got the nice little Diadora logo in there. Let me just show you a close-up of the tongues. Diadora Made in Italy N9000. Now, I must say that the N9000s are my favourite silhouette by Diadora. Just a classic casual runner. Nice retro look to it. Fantastic colourway. Can wear this with pretty much any outfit that I put on. I can wear these with my vintage Tommy Hilfiger jeans. I can wear these with black jeans. I can wear these with tracksuit bottoms, with shorts, probably Speedos. So these are a good versatile shoe. I got these in a size sale. They were £140 previously, but I got them in the sale for 100. I am really happy with this shoe, and I'm pretty sure I am going to beat these to the ground. The Diadoras. Now the next thing on my list I want to show you are just basic white t-shirts. Now you might be sitting there thinking to yourself, well, that's boring. However true that may be, let me explain myself. Now, I've been wearing a lot of plain white t-shirts recently, simply because we're in summer now and it's a classic look. I'm not talking like classic, like recent classic. I'm talking like since the invention of the t-shirt, there has always been the plain white t-shirt. So if the plain white t-shirt can survive 90 years of fashion changing, then you can level it up from classic to timeless classic. Personally, I have a wide range of plain white t-shirts. Some are a little bit different, some have little pockets in them, some are by different brands, some have, you know, little logos on them, but the principle is the same. You can wear a plain white t-shirt with pretty much anything. And the one thing I encourage when it comes to styling and fashion and stuff like that is having your clothes as versatile as possible. I am very much a big fan of mixing and matching, and I believe that plain white t-shirts do that perfectly to a T. I have loads of plain white t-shirts. I've got a Lyle & Scott one here. I'm wearing a Champion one. I've got ones from John Lewis. I've got them in all different sizes. I've got them in mediums, larges. I used to have them in smalls, and one time in my life, even in extra small. No matter how drastic your fashion sense changes, you will always have a plain white t-shirt in your wardrobe. I highly encourage people to have at least 3 plain white t-shirts in their wardrobe. Personally, I'm not really a fan of v-necks. Everything has to be a crew neck for me. So plain white t-shirts. Now the next thing on my list I want to show you is this St. Michael's short sleeve stripy top. Now I got this top from the thrift store. I needed something to wear one Friday night and I thought this was a really cool find, and it's just something a little bit different. Let me try this on actually. Oh yeah, I remember why I bought this. So this short sleeve top is a large. It has 2 pockets on the breast for some reason. I don't know why you would need 2, but we can forgive that because the stripes sort of hide the fact that they're even there. The good thing about this shirt is that it looks good unbuttoned and buttoned up. Here, you can use a plain white t-shirt under it, a nice casual look, or if you want to look a tinchy bit smarter, you can do the buttons up, so you can make yourself look like a responsible adult who's got his together. Because appearances are everything. So let me just give you a closer look of the shirt itself. I am definitely a fan of the colours of the stripes. You have your orange, you have your green, you have your blue, you have your white. I just thought the colours and the design of the shirt just gave it that nice vintage look, sort of like 90s to late 90s. Wear these with some black jeans and the Diadoras and you look like a time traveller from the 90s, which is a solid look by the way. So yeah, I got this from a thrift store. I cannot encourage it enough. If you want to get some old and unique clothes, then I would highly recommend going to your local charity shops, thrift stores, car boot sales, flea markets, everything. Just have a look around around and see what clothes you like. It's all about experimenting and mixing and matching. And those were a few of my favorite items that I've been using in this month of June 2016. If you like this video, then you can give it a nice little like. If you want to subscribe and see more of what I do, because I do a lot of fashion-based stuff, lifestyle-based stuff, style-based stuff, then you can by using a subscribe button that can be located anywhere on this webpage. And that is everything. Bye. Going back to the classic Harrington look, I would suggest wearing a knitwear jumper underneath your Harrington jacket, open zipped again, simply because you've got two classic items of clothing complementing each other. You've got the knitwear look and the Harrington look. Smash it all together and you might as well be in a time machine back into the 1960s.